Hey guys, I just got this Fastraxx put back together. If you saw my other post, I had to redo the transmission. So I wanted to give you guys a walk around of where I'm at with it. So this is 7th scale. It's about 29 inches long. It comes in at 42 pounds as a running weight. I've got a detailed cockpit. I try to follow pictures and everything from the real Fastraxx down to trying to get the engines right. This is a current version of Fastraxx, currently owned by Craig Prouty. So it does have Chevys, big block Chevys. I've got these all the way down to the drive shafts here. I do have to glue this magnet that connects it to the axle in the back. That's because the interior is one section, the engines are another section, and this rear transmission and fuel cell is another section, so they all lift out. Try to stay as accurate as possible. I also have to glue this tank in place. Right now it's just sitting there. Coming down here, and you can see the size compared to 12-ounce Coke. So it's pretty big, 3-inch wheels here. This all these wheels were vacuum metallized, so they look pretty good. They do hold. There is a lot of shine to them. Same thing with the engine. The rear wheel is actually printed in stainless steel. I figured it would need extra support because the sprockets aren't that wide. The links are MGF nylon printed. I could not get those right trying to print at home, so I went with the powder based print. They're very durable. They're held together by 3.17 millimeter steel rods, so same diameter as a 10th scale motor shaft basically. TPU, I forgot what they call these, but the little road track pads, and those are actually screwed into each one with three screws, and each track link is actually recessed in and supported by the track. That way they should not try to rip out. So that's part of the design considerations. Front wheel, as you can suspect, would take most of the abuse. So this is actually on with a 8mm screw, and that 8mm screw actually goes into a 3-inch long barrel nut that's nested into the chassis. That front of the chassis is actually a solid piece, so it's like a big brick up there with the 3-inch long barrel nut on each side and these 8mm screws going in. The Fox screws are actually, or the nuts are actually real nuts. They're actually held on screws and nuts. That's because it's a split wheel design, so it was just an added touch. The center caps are the Farberware, like the real one. I don't know if I can get it in here, but it's actually got the Farberware logo on there, because I guess in the Bigfoot days, they actually went to some kind of box store and just bought mixing bowls and got them put on there. Those are held in by magnets glued into the inside of the center cap, and they're stuck onto the screw via magnet. It does have a full suspension. You can see we have large bearings nested into the chassis. These torsion arms actually ride inside of those bearings. Torsion arms are also powder printed. Let me see if I can get a light in there. So they're pretty beefy. I didn't bother with scale much there because I wanted more beef there. The front wheel has 2 shocks. The rear wheel has 2 shocks, and everything in the center is riding on a single shock. Okay, another look at the interior here. Try to get some hoses going, try to match everything I could. I have a high-tech linear actuator up here for the body lift. Right now that's in an extended position. It is in a different spot than I had it before, so I might have to, once I get the body on here, see where this lines up. Might have to relocate the bracket on the inside of the body. It's got an ESS dual inside of the fuel cell. That's why these are cut out here for the sound. Original plans was to put it in the inside of the chassis, but that was going to block so much of the sound. It's already got a hard time with the body on it. I don't think I ever had any pictures of the back end, but the back end is also try to be faithful in reproducing it down to the exact number of louvers, the e-stop, the bumper specifics. This top deck of the chassis is a separate piece, goes on with 8 bolts. I just found in previous tank builds that always seem to get in the way, so I wanted it to be able to get removed. So let's see if we take this out. We're running a Gens Ace 6 Ace high voltage lithium. Also in the front is 2 fan units that actually pull air in from the grill. Each one has its separate ducting, and it actually comes out over here to push air into the chassis down to get to where the ESCs are. That's just because it's a semi-confined space. For the engines, let's see, I'm going to put this down for a second. Okay, engines are out. Right now it's a little bit of a rat's nest in here. I started tying things up, but I realized that I didn't know what radio assignments I would have, so I was going to be switching wires around and stuff, so I have to do that later. I have 2 Axe 4274s R3s, 2000 kVs running it. Originally I had bigger motors in there. I forgot what models they were, the 4990 I think. So they were bigger before, but I think these will actually be better. They have that FOC technology as well. So one problem I was having was the other motors were just too jumpy and a little coggy. I tried to do all the settings I could, and that did not help. This is the new chassis or new transmission. So I beefed everything up to support everything, added secondary drives here. So that's in there. It seems pretty stout. It runs pretty good. And so that's about it. I did put these out here, the switches for the ESCs. That was for accessibility. I can also reach them through the open driver and passenger windows, and that was, really important. For the ESS dual, I'm running that monster sound for the primary. For the secondary sound that I'll have on an extra channel is a sound bit from the actual Fastraxx video. So hoping to get the sound dialed in. I think that's about it. All right, thanks.